Joe Kelly, I'm really interested in your analysis of this speech because to me, very clearly, that wasn't a budget reply speech. That was a pitch for the Prime Ministership.
Sharri, I think it was a punchy and political speech from Peter Dutton. I think he's trying to really draw some larger contrasts between himself and Anthony Albanese, his philosophy and Labor's philosophy. Labor is talking about big, sweeping, transformational change. Jim Chalmers is talking about forging an entirely new economy, turning Australia into a renewable energy superpower. They're saying the changes the world are going through are the most significant since the Industrial Revolution. Peter Dutton is thinking smaller and simpler in a way. And as Matt said, he's thinking more about the issues that a family would be talking about around the kitchen table. This is the cost of living, energy, migration, housing, law and order. And so that's what he's focused on in the budget reply. I think we got a little more detail on housing and migration. But the other thing is he's really called out the budget with a very strong attack. He says it fails two tests, essentially. He's saying it's wrong for the Times. He's saying it fails the inflation challenge. But secondly, he's put a big stake right through the heart of the Future Made in Australia agenda, rejecting those $13.6 billion for production tax credits for green hydrogen and critical minerals. So those political battle lines have been really emphasised and entrenched tonight by Peter Dutton.
I mean, Matt Canavan, Dutton has put energy firmly on the table. He said, yes, renewables have a place, but he's not interested in this $13 billion, the subsidies for the like of green hydrogen and cleaner minerals. And he's also said that we need nuclear in the mix and we need more gas production. Do you think this is going to open up again, particularly in the teal seats, this climate change battle?
Well, Sharri, I think most people around the country are just worried about paying their bills right now, and that would include lots of people in the teal seats too. Yes, those seats tend to have higher than average incomes, but everybody has been feeling the pinch across Australia in the past couple of years. I mean, real wages under this government have gone backwards 10 years, just over 10 years. We're back to levels of wages we haven't seen since 2011, and so everybody is feeling the pinch right now. And I'll riff off what Joe said as well. That Future Made in Australia program, it's really been designed in the boardrooms, the corporate boardrooms of this country. It's directly gives subsidies to some of the largest corporations in our nation. Whereas what Peter's trying to design here, I think what the coalition will take the next election, is something that helps people around their kitchen table pay their power bills. Because what good is installing 82% of renewables in Australia if people can't afford to pay for it? And that's the path we're on right now. We need to get a better balance into our energy system. And even myself, I mean, I'll be mischaracterised lots, but I've always said there's a role for renewables in our system. It's just about finding the right balance. And 82% of our power system coming from types of power that are dependent on the weather is not the right approach. We have to install power options which can be there all the time so that people's bills can be lower all of the time as well.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a fascinating fight. This gives us a fight, gives us something to talk about. Matt Canavan, Joe Kelly, thank you very much for joining me with that analysis there.